Hi everybody, happy Easter. It's of course the Holy Week. Today is Good Friday and I'm here home. Yeah. I'm a Christian, so I do believe that Easter is really important. I always live my life remembering the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ every single day. So let's get started. I don't have much to say today. I think I do. It might be a long video. Confusion, all manner of evil and every sickness. For those of you that follow my Facebook video blogs, I don't want to have a YouTube one. I think it's just easy on Facebook for me. For now, I might have a new one, maybe later down the year. But if you've been following me, I'm supposed to be in Haiti. We were supposed to leave Wednesday morning, really early, and we didn't, and there are some circumstances, and I just want to tell you that, okay, basically they have new policy now that you can't travel without an international immunization card. This is in countries in the Caribbean. I think maybe it's because of the whole Zika thing, I'm not too sure, but we normally would just get vaccines in our organization. Is there not a cause? See? My shirt is there, not a cause, right? We would normally have vaccines done just to keep people safe because we don't know what we might meet in terms of, mosquito-borne diseases, waterborne diseases, and of course just general things that we should have. And basically we never traveled with it in terms of whether or not we'd be able to go on a flight. We would travel with it to be precautious, and so we did that. But this time when we got to the counter, the girl said, the travel agent, she said that it's not anything that they've had all the time. They've had the regulation, but they've never enforced it. So that we are now stuck trying to get our international immunization card, or else we will not be allowed to fly. She said that we should not have known, but we still have to pay the penalty charges, 98 US per person, to change our ticket, and we also have to pay an extra 50 US per person to get the ticket on the day that we want it. So, but God is good, and a lot of people have been in our organization. I think this is the first time we've faced this problem, so we've been really trying to keep really positive and trusting in God. But although it's a down situation, I'd like to give you a few pros to this situation so that you feel like you should worship God with us, because I have been learning to praise God through this storm, and it's hard, especially when the storm is this bad. It's a lot of money that we're losing. So yeah, you could come along, you could join me in worshiping God for all the things that He's done anytime. Okay, cool. So first of all, it was initially hard, but the first good thing is that with the new flight, we are traveling in business class. And if you know anything about business class, there is an extra weight allowance on the checked bags that you have. So normally in commercial flights, in the economy class, we would get £70 per person. And in our organization, those £70 are allotted to whatever things that you have on your person for your personal use that are wet to the touch, those wet things that they don't allow you to carry on the carry-ons, and things to donate like art stuff, clothes, shoes, food, whatever have you. And so now that we get £100, we can carry more stuff, and we even got to carry some things that we didn't get in time for this trip. So that this one lady, she wanted to donate nebulizer equipment for children that may have asthma or just breathing problems on the whole, and because we were delayed, we got to take it with us. Also, we had a lot of art supplies that were kind of heavy, and we really wanted to encourage the children to be creative, to have them doing stuff while we give them ministry of God's word and whatever. And because of the weight allowance, we could carry even more. So I think that's a really good thing. Number 2, today's Good Friday, and if you're a missionary, we have no holidays in missionary work. It's basically just go, do what has to be done. And today I got the opportunity to relax, to really just sit back and spend some time with my family, enjoy the holiday, just spend some time with God, catch up on my Netflix because my subscription is about to be in default because I did not pay my credit card bill. But yeah, I think it's a good opportunity for me to just have this 5 minutes of rest before I go out there on mission field and really work at it. I think tonight I'm not too sure, I might show you all what's in my suitcase packing thing, but I'm not too sure. But stay tuned. Oh, I know I have not released, and I'm so sorry guys, I have not edited the video from the Point Pleasant Missions Conference. I'm really sorry for those that follow my Facebook, but I will. I promise I will. I might have to do it when I come back from Haiti. I'm not too sure when, but I'm gonna do it because there's a lot of good material there. There's a lot of 2 great organizations I want you all to meet. So yeah, but let's get back to it. Number 3, of course, I don't know if you watched the vlog, my hair was in a hot mess before, but today I got the privilege of combing it. And if you know anything about Haiti, the weather there is dry and hot and dusty, and normally I put braids in my hair, but since this trip came so last minute and I don't think I had enough money for braids because my head is big, my hair is thick and long, so it takes a lot. I didn't have enough money or time for braids before, and now that I have the delay, I got to stay home and twist it nicely, and I'll just put like a head wrap over it or like a hair tie, and I'll just have this for the 6 days. Yeah. Also, I don't know if I should, but I think a couple of girls saw my videos and they asked me if I should do a how do I manage my hair on a mission trip video. If you do, put that down in the comments section and I'll see what I can do. I don't normally have time for my hair, and I don't normally spend much time on it. I actually hate combing it, but I could do something for you. Okay, and number 3, well, that's number 4. A couple of our team members. Firstly, this one guy, he owns a business and he did not realize that our departure date on Wednesday was actually a day that he had a court matter scheduled, and so he had to then push back his flight, and him and his girlfriend would have had to fly without us. And so I guess now that, and he now gets to get his immunization card. Hopefully he got it. But that is what I'm like, for me, that's good because staying together is always better, because where we work in Haiti is really far from the airport, and so we would have had to pay an extra amount of gas. So okay, so there's $200 US for the gas to come first by the airport to go back to the guest house and to the place where we work. So that would have been split up 7 ways if all 7 of us had flown together on Wednesday. And with the guy and his girlfriend having to fly on Saturday instead, we would have had to split it up 5 ways, which would have been more money for each individual to contribute. And then these 2 would have had to come on their own and split up that $200 US on their own. So that would have been a heavy cost. I mean, it's not a trade-off in terms of the price of the ticket, but I guess I'm just looking for the bright sides here after such a hard time on this thing. And God is good in that area. Also, we weren't actually sure as to what was going to happen if they came in late or if they were getting a flight, or and then that would have been an issue. Also, one of our team members who did not plan to come because she could not get the time off before today is now able to come, so she can come with us. So we have more hands on deck because we have a lot to do in a short space of time. And when I say short, I mean we had planned Wednesday to Wednesday. One of those days was traveling to Haiti, which would have been the Wednesday, so that's 5 days. I'm sorry, I can't count. That's 6 days left. After those 6 days, we have a day in Panama and a day to travel. So that would have been 5 days to do everything, and we have to do the gates around the yard. We have to buy food to make hampers. We have to distribute in Malpass, Timinet, La Croix, and also this one of our friends named Adelson, and Children's Life Mission Ministries, and those places are all not close to each other, on top of which we had to get started on the roof of the school, so like all those different measurements, so it was a lot to do in such a short space of time. But now, although we don't exactly know if we're going to get an extension on like the flight to come back, we really wanted to keep that amount of time. But if we don't get a flight later than the date we were expecting to come back in the beginning, then we'll have even less time. And it's good to have her there as like a backup plan in case you don't have enough time. We could do double the work or half the work, you know. It's good to have a backup plan. More manpower means more gets done, and I'm pretty sure that God had a reason for it to come. And yeah, those are the pros for me. I mean, today is Good Friday. My mom is cooking up a storm in the kitchen, and you could smell it. Just smell it. I got a lot of things done. I think even though we're struggling to find the funds, I know that God is in heaven, and he knows where we're getting it from. He knows why he kept us from there. He knows what's going on before it goes on, and we just have to trust him. And I mean, that's easy for us to say out loud, but we have to start, as Christians especially, praising him for the good and the bad. We sing it all the time, we read it in the Bible. Job really was a exemplary character because he lost everything and even more, and he always worshipped God. He never once turned his back. And I think we need to, as Christians, have that Job kind of love and commitment to Jesus Christ in the good and the bad. And also we also have to have a lot of faith, because in this economy, an NGO is basically struggling to keep afloat. But I don't believe there's a recession in the kingdom, and I believe God is going to take care of us. So I'm really excited to see where he takes us next. I'm excited to see what we get to do in Haiti. I want to say a big shout out to Kerwin and McKinley, our Haitian partners, to Adelson, all these people that really support us, to Jasmine, who's over there and waiting for us. Jasmine, we are sorry we couldn't come on time, but we will be there. And we need to get some pong planting, some steamed fish, and some pickles, and I want chenet. So yeah, if you guys want to donate to us, you can donate to our ITNAC accounts, FCB and RBL. I'll put the little account numbers here when I edit the video. And yeah, and you can also call my aunt. She's gonna leave on Monday, but you can always call my aunt, or you can call the office, which numbers are right here. And yeah, we just thank you guys for supporting. Thank you guys for listening. And if you're an aspiring missionary, I say pray a little bit more and go for it. God always needs extra people. So yeah, I love you guys. Bye.